Gentlemen.
Okay. All right. So, Bob, you said something startling to me in your last session there, which was if I had written it down correctly, I don't know. I hope I did. You said after I said that every book of the New Testament talks about falling away from the faith, and that's why I can only have confidence of my salvation, not absolute certainty. You said, "Oh yeah, I believe the same thing. All those books talk about falling away from the faith, but you still have it. Then you continued and you said, but you still have everlasting life. So can you explain to us what you mean, first of all, by you can fall from the faith but still have everlasting life?
Are we in his closing statement, or are we still in question?
We're still in question, so this is the final 4 minutes of question.
Great. Okay. My answer would be that the entire New Testament has filled with warnings about falling away from the faith. And if you fall away, you're going to reap consequences in this life and consequences at the judgment seat of Christ. 2 Timothy 2:12 says, if we endure, we shall reign with him. If we deny him, he will deny us. That is, deny us the privilege of reigning. But if we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny himself. The scriptures are clear that there is a danger to falling away. Perseverance is not guaranteed, but if we don't persevere, we retain everlasting life. That's why when you were at 19, I don't know based on what you said, whether you believed in the free gift of everlasting life, but if you did, you'd still be born again today, even though you've fallen away from the faith.
Wow, Bob, you shocked me. You really shocked me by this one. I'm going to reiterate it. You believe you can fall from the faith, but that has nothing to do with your salvation.
Correct.
All it has to do with is some kind of repercussions you're going to suffer in this life, and some kind of repercussion you're going to suffer at the judgment seat of Christ, which is not a judgment for salvation. It's a judgment for reward, as I understand. And so you can fall a billion times in this life, and is this without repenting of those sins, Bob, that you fell from, that you've fallen from? I mean, you've fallen from your faith. Have you repented of that, and then you've come back to faith, or are you just saying point blank you can fall from the faith, and it doesn't matter whether you repent or not? It doesn't affect your salvation.
Yeah, I'm saying if you fall away from the faith morally or in terms of your belief system, you're still born again. Once you're born again forever. Even if you fall away, even if you don't repent, even no matter what, if you join a different religion, whatever it is, Jesus said, whoever believes in me has everlasting life. The moment we believe, we are secure forever.
Okay, let's just take what Jesus said, point blank. If you believe in me, you have everlasting life. What if you stop believing? Doesn't the equation come out that you don't have everlasting life?
No, because as we discussed before, it's an articular participle, which means the one who has faith, one who has believed, just like John the Baptist is still habaptizon. So the believer who stops believing is still hapistuon. Once he believes, he is a believer forever.
Wow. Okay. To me, the debate's over. Once Bob says this, it is absolutely, this will be formal heresy in the Catholic Church to say that someone can fall and still be saved and still be saved without repenting once from any occasion that he fell. So I'll proceed the rest of my time. Whatever else we have, I don't know.
Okay, Bob, if there's anything there you wanted to respond to, then we're moving into closing statements.
My only thing I'd respond to is, didn't the Council at Trent say that anyone who believes in justification by faith alone is under anathema?
Yeah, 5 times.
And has that been revoked by the later popes?
No, it never will be.
So anybody that's listening that believes in justification by faith alone is going to hell unless they repent.
No, I never said that, Bob. You did.
Okay, what does it mean to be under anathema in the Council of Trent?
It means you know exactly what the doctrine says. You've studied it. There's no ambiguity. There's no vagueness. You've been counseled by the church of what the right doctrine is, and you still refuse to believe it. Then you're a heretic.
And if you died as a heretic, where would you go?
You go to hell.
So if there are people listening who are heretics, they believe in justification by faith alone, and they die as heretics, they're going to go to hell. Is that correct?
But you would have to be declared a heretic by the Catholic Church officially.
Oh, you mean God doesn't determine who's a heretic? The Catholic Church does.
Wait a minute, you were just talking about the Catholic Church. I said nothing about God. God is.
I know you said nothing about God. That's what I'm asking. Doesn't God determine who the heretic is?
Yes, God makes the final judgment because He knows all things, but He hands the judgment to the church to tell you in this